All right, attendance is done. All right, welcome class today. We're going to be learning about the Manchurian crisis. Anybody have any questions right now?
Mr. Bastia?
No, Miss Key. My name is pronounced Miss Shrivastava. Say it with me. Miss Shrivastava.
Shrivastava.
No, Shri. Bas. Toe. Now say it all together. Ready? Shrivastava.
Shrivastava.
Perfect. All right, what questions do you have for me today?
What's the Manchurian crisis?
The Manchurian crisis is when Japan attacked Manchuria, and this caused a lot of conflict between China and Japan.
Thank you, Ms. Shrivastava.
No problem, Ms. Key.
Heema, what are you doing?
So we have this radian circle for math. I really don't understand it. I'm just trying to figure out numbers, you know? So I'm probably gonna fail math, but it's okay. I'm gonna try.
Is this math language?
I think so. I mean, like, it's a really confusing language, but it makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Critica, why is language useful?
Language is useful because it's a very efficient way to share your knowledge. For example, in the video with me and Karen, as I was the teacher and Karen was the student, while telling how to pronounce my name, I used language to communicate more efficiently with Karen on how to pronounce my name correctly. And with Heema's math example, even though math is like a difficult language to understand, it's still very useful in communicating different things, and it's very efficient as well.
Hola, amiga.
Hola. What is this?
Es la corrida de toros en España.
Wait, all I see is a bull and a red towel and a guy. I don't understand what you're
Sí,
saying.
es una festival en España que tiene una corrida de toros.
What?
Corrida de toros.
I still don't understand what you're saying.
Corrida de toros.
I don't understand what you're saying. I'm sorry.
Una festival.
All there is a red towel and a bull.
Okay. La corrida.
A run?
Sí, más. La corrida. La corrida
Run.
empieza en la línea y corrida de toros.
A run in the track?
Toros.
In Longhorn?
Nah, toros.
A bull?
Sí.
A bull run?
Heema, what are some of the limitations of language?
So some of the limitations of language that we looked at were how when, like in the mime example, Rachel wasn't able to use verbal language to convey what she was meaning, so it was a little difficult to understand what she was meaning. And the same can go for other languages that have like a language barrier because they're different, in which Critica was speaking Spanish and I was speaking English and I could not understand her. So language has limitations mostly only when you can't understand it and when it becomes harder to communicate because you can't understand it.
Hi, Rachel. Hey, Rachel, I needed to ask you something. Rachel. Oh my God, Rachel.
What?
I needed to ask you a question.
Sorry, I was resting my eyes while listening to music.
What? You can pay more attention.
What, do I have to?
Yeah, because I was trying to talk to you and you couldn't hear me or see me. So how was I supposed to communicate with you then?
I don't know.
Then you would know about the HOA quiz tomorrow.
It's okay.
It's okay? Yeah.
correct.
What?
Okay, next word is Mississippi.
Mississippi. Mississippi.
Mississippi. Heema is correct.
No, no.
Heema is the winner.
No.
Karen, what ways of knowing are similar to language?
Sense perception is similar to language. And when Critica tried to communicate with Rachel, when Rachel couldn't hear and see, it was a barrier to language. But sense perception is much needed for language so that we can communicate with sight and with hearing. Memory is also important, is another way of knowing for language because with memory you can store it in your brain to communicate with other people. And like in our spelling bee, the two contestants had to remember what the pronunciation was and how to spell it through language. And they also showed their skill of language in their spelling bee with pronouncing and spelling their words.
Karen, so I had a question to ask you. Like, what do you believe in, like, as in faith?
It's hard to explain. Can you be more specific?
Like, what religion or what faith do you follow?
Well, I follow Christianity.
No, but what is that?
It's like when you believe in Jesus.
Yeah, but why?
Because I believe in that.
Yeah, but why?
Because
Okay, never mind. How does it make you feel?
it makes me feel, I don't know.
Well, I mean, doesn't it make you feel happy or something?
Yeah, it makes me feel happy too.
But like,
But that's
why?
not, I don't know.
Okay, then what do you imagine it to be like?
I imagine it to be very heavenly,
As in, like,
happy, but not necessarily
but-
happy.
yeah, but
I don't
how
know.
do you?
I
Okay.
can't explain
It's
it.
okay.
So Heema, what ways of knowing contradict language?
Well, we decided to focus on faith, emotion, and imagination because those things aren't as materialistic as the other ways of knowing, like how language can be in books and such. And they're more ambiguous than the other ways of knowing as well. And we could see that in how Karen was having trouble talking about her emotions and her faith because they were more personal to her and there weren't like a concrete thing as to why she felt what she did or believed what she did. So those contradicted language.
I have a question. Can language give us tunnel vision? And can it block you from other things?
I don't really know. But language might give us tunnel vision because oh sorry, I'm sleepy. It might give us tunnel vision because we depend on it so much to know other things, so it becomes a habit. But then again, it depends on everybody, so I don't really know.
Okay, Heema and Karen, I have a question for you guys. If we didn't have language, would we have the amount of knowledge that we have today? And would it have been able to progress?
I don't really know because everything we have does depend on language, and language in itself impacts all the other ways of knowing because it's in all the other ways of knowing, so I don't think it would have progressed as much, but I don't really know.
What about you, Karen?
I think that without language, we can't really live because language is not just talking. Like, as you saw, we could like do sign language or do mimes and stuff to do language, even though it has barriers and stuff. So I don't think we would be able to progress in life if we didn't have language.
Thank you, Karen and Heema.